Hey Goodfellas, I'll be showing you today 5 Graf von Faber-Castell Pen of the Year that you should consider and should put in your wish list. So another Wednesday, another video. Today I want to show you 5 really wonderful pen of the year. I do think that Graf von Faber-Castell makes some of the most incredible writing instruments on the market, and I would even say that the pen of the year might be a bit underrated. Now, don't understand it wrong, there's a lot of people who collect these, and quite several of these pieces, especially the older ones, have already, like if you go on the secondary market, they have quite some value and quite a price. Styleofzug is one of the only, if not the only place on earth that displays the full collection. So the pens and the pen of the years that you see here are not for sale, but if you come at Styleofzug, you'll get the chance to see them live. Even pieces like you see the 2003 Snakewood pen of the year that is long sold out, or the Mammoth Ivory, or the Petrified Wood, or the 2011 Jade, which was one of the most loved pieces. I mean, impossible to go to any other place and see them all in one space. What's important about Graf von Faber-Castell Pen of the Years, before I show you the pens itself, is the fact that at the beginning they were just numbered and they would produce around 1,500 to 1,800 pieces. That was 2003 when the industry was still booming. Then from 2011 on, from the Jade one that celebrated 250 years of the company, they started doing a limited edition. And back at the time, it was still a limited edition of 1,761 pieces. Then with the time, the latest pieces, which I will be showing you, which in my opinion are some of the absolute must-have and most astonishing pieces they have done, they started really going down with the limitations. So we're talking about writing instruments limited from a brand such as Graf von Faber-Castell, which is 260 years old by now, that is still family owned. It is said to be the first foreign company to be registered in the USA after the Declaration of Independence, a collection that is worth being admired and considered in case you haven't yet. And I would say, let's come over here and let's discover the 5 pieces that I have selected for you. And we're gonna start with an item that I absolutely adore, and it's the Graf von Faber-Castell Pen of the Year 2022 Aztecs. Look at this cactus-shaped cap. This is so complicated to do. It has a DLC coating over it. Imagine the person who has to polish this cap, and then it goes into the coating in DLC, which is like a ceramic coating. This is just something of the most extraordinary things that has ever been produced in the field of fine writing instruments. On the top and on the bottom, we have a wonderful turquoise, which is engraved finely. This is a full turquoise. I asked Mr. Haas, which is one of the people who produces the dials for the watch industry in stone, and he confirmed that's why you can also see inclusions. You can see kind of defects within the stone. Then we have this wonderful body with the skull rack. Look at the skull rack here. That reminds the skull rack that can be found in Mexico City, and this pen is full of detail. Obsidian stone grip section. I own this writing instrument, not this specific, this is for sale here, but I have this in my collection and I absolutely adore it. You have a wonderful 18 karat gold ruthenium coated nib. It's a piston filling mechanism. Incredible pen of the year of Graf von Faber-Castell. Then we go further to the horsehair one. I need to check the actual date of this piece. Yeah, we're talking about 2009. 2009, imagine how much know-how you need to have in order to create this tressé from horsehair. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, there's no other pen that features this kind of artwork. It requires specific skilled artisans that they had to look for in order to create this writing instrument. It really shows how, you know, different kind of know-hows and craftsmanship come together, what can be created. Highly, highly underrated, but what an incredible piece to own. Unfortunately, not available anymore. This piece is just a sample, cannot be sold, but hey, I absolutely love it. And I love to show you things that, you know, you might have seen, but maybe we're a bit underrated on the market, who knows why. Next piece, you know this one, 2023, Pen of the Year, Ancient Egypt. Maybe the best ever Pen of the Year made. Look at the cap that reminds to Nefertiti's head and cap. We have the scarab on the top, which is in lapis lazuli. We have these wonderful hieroglyphs on the barrel. We have the Eye of Horus on the bottom of the pen. And once you uncap it, and that's really where the magic happens, you uncap it and you have this incredible grip section that reminds to Tutankhamun's tomb, with a wonderful golden nib that gives warmth, similar to the Design 08. It gives warmth to an old black piece. Egypt is known to be also called the Black Land. So many hidden details, wonderful piece, 375 fountain pens, 125 roller balls, so limited. That's 1/10 of the Masters of Art that Mont Blanc does. Might be, you know, not that easy to place at this stage where the market is still a bit smaller, but it's growing. The more it's gonna grow, 375 pieces, it will be sold out from one night to the other. It's just gonna be like, oh, we have none left. That's how it goes. Before COVID, most of the Pen of the Years were still available. Now, they're pretty much all sold out up until like just the latest one that they have done. So actually, the Night is still available, but before those, they're pretty much sold out completely. Then we have the incredible satin wood. This is a piece that I have always admired. 2008 edition, so before the horsehair. And I mean, it's like you're looking at a parquet floor. Look at the wonderful shine of the wood here. Look at this shine, look at this. Imagine setting each single piece of wood on a rounded body, not a plain body on the floor, a rounded body, small marquetry on a writing instrument. Pure work of art, pure work of art. I managed to get one of these pieces for a customer. It's reserved. He still has to pick it up, so it's currently not available. In case he'll decide not to pick it up, then it will be available again. But hey, what an incredible piece. What an incredible Pen of the Year. They did around 1,500 of these. I did a worldwide research with Graf von Faber-Castell about this piece. Not available anywhere. The last piece, and this is one that I want to add to my collection, because I have the Aztecs, I have the Ancient Egypt, and I truly love the latest three that they have done. I think the amount of precision and detailing on the last three Pen of the Year has been just out of the ordinary. Check out this Pen of the Year 2021. We're talking about the Knights. Damascus steel body with this engraving that reminds to the hole on a blade of a medieval knight. Then we have this waved guilloche on the cap, and the cap that reminds to a tower of Excalibur. Sometimes I need to recall these names. The Tower of Excalibur. On the bottom, this wonderful red stone. So grayish, so black PVD plating. And once you uncap it, you discover a grip section that is inspired to a leather grip section that you would have on the swords of a medieval knight. Now this is brown PVD plating, but normally it would be in leather and then probably with a string to keep the leather. It has this, it looks more like a normal white gold nib, 18 karat. Also, we're talking about, let's check it out, because the limitation is always below the writing instrument. It's always here. Check this out. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can. I'm gonna try to move it a bit so you can maybe see the number. Anyway, I tell you that it's limited to 375 pieces. This is number 317. 375 pieces. I mean, just incredible. Well, good fellas, let me know down in the comments what is your favorite pen of the year of Graf von Faber-Castell. Might not be one of these 5 pieces that I showed you here today, but I'm wondering, and I will always love to read your comments on YouTube. You know, I answer to each single one of you, and whatever experience you have, anything to share, share it, because people are reading, and your feedback, your experience is so valuable, sometimes even more valuable than whatever I can say on this channel. Stay tuned, because on Sunday I have an exciting video coming up. It's the full story about Sailor Japan. I cannot wait to share that with you, good fellas. It's gonna be quite a long video, probably around 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but I think it's gonna be worth it. It really deepens the appreciation for the incredible know-how and DNA and heritage of these wonderful brands of writing instruments that we love so much. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for everything that is coming up, and don't forget that together we are changing the game.